For the previous meeting? Hearing none. Next up is budget.
Do you need a motion?
No, I need a
Do we need
motion
motion?
to
Sorry.
approve.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion, we approve.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Alright. Now budget, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
learning yet.
So I included that in here, and you'll probably circle back to it a couple of times.
Do you have a paper copy of that? I don't think.
Yeah, here's another paper copy of the,
I just wanna look at it.
packet, if you
Sometimes
can
it's easier
take
to-
back, yep. So we'll probably circle back to that,
Okay.
budget, and then, I just wanted to fill you in on Buxton. So the city council did agree to, partner with Buxton for some retail recruitment and, business retention services. We've just gotten into the, retail recruitment phase. Primarily the information in your packet is telling you showing you the drive time, trade areas, based on 3 locations where I indicated that there were sites or future sites for development, within the city. And then, they also took a look at, who are the customers who, live in town, which was their C14, no, I won't be able to, boomers and boomerangs. That's our primary,
Boomers.
segmentation user guide, boomers and boomerangs, baby boomer adults and their teenage and young adult children sharing suburban homes. Oh, are we good?
I was looking for Julie's packet.
Oh, right here.
It's right there.
Oh, no, that's okay, I gave my, I didn't know if, it's
Okay.
easier to look at the thing,
Yeah.
so I was gonna
Yep.
use.
But as you got this in an email, there's also, as you'll see, some links inside. So they do have a link to their Buxton Mosaic Guide online. It's that purple page that was the, psychographic. So if you have some time to work around in that, in some of those links, there's a lot more information in there. Chris and I had a follow-up phone call this morning, identifying some retailers to reach out to. We've asked them to kind of tweak that list a little bit so that we won't be competing with other anchor businesses in town. And, then at the end of May, Chris is planning to attend the International Conference of Retailers or something like that, in Las Vegas to touch base with some folks and let them know about Casson and, the market that we have here. Realistically, we'd be looking at about 3 years out for a retailer to identify this as a location and then, put all the steps in place to actually open a store in our, in this location, so. Not soon enough for some of the kids at school who are
Looking for-
All right, Taco Bell.
Yeah, you
What
hear
they're-
that a lot.
We, Chris and I went to a meeting there and that's what they came up with. So that's, Buxton kind of in a overview. Do you have specific questions?
We're just looking at the graph on the
Yeah.
bottom, what are those segments, the A1, 2, what are?
Right, that's where if you were to link through, to, let's see.
Have a link that it tells you each of them.
Oh, okay.
Right,
Like that
we'll
Boomers
explain
page,
each
that's
of
one
them,
of them.
yeah.
Okay,
If you were to
okay.
click through to that link, and that's
Okay.
where some of that interesting information is, because there is another kind of outlier there on the top end, that B8, which I think is more retirees. So.
I was curious on their trade area too, not that that is
Uh-huh.
a big deal or whatever, but, you know, we always have ours going to Byron and
Mhm.
then more of a half moon, which includes the West Concord, Hayfield areas,
Okay,
but,
I think theirs was strictly on a 20
20
minutes to
mile-
drive.
20 minute, yeah.
Yeah,
20
20-minute drive
That's why I
time.
went down certain roads, I'm like, well, that's not exactly, but
yeah.
they went down to the actual road. and-
Very interesting, and,
Yeah.
and the spikes, you know, that they.
Yes,
that
exactly.
They show, it's,
Yep. So, so we'll be, we're getting started with this, retail recruitment portion, and then we'll start working hot and heavy. Actually, when we get to CETA, I'll talk a little bit more about, bringing in a consultant who will help us with getting out to each of the retail establishments, talking to them about where their leakage is, how to market to. As you can see from that psychographic, it even says how do you market to your audience or to the customers in town. So getting to that level of detail with some of the existing retailers on the business retention side as well. And then number 4 was coming back to the EDA from the city council. I had gone to the city council with the state statute that referred to compensation for EDA members, and the council referred that back, so I'll just let Dan take over there.
So, pretty much according to state law, and it's been that way for I don't know how long, all members of EDA are to get paid for being at meeting. Council kinda sent it back and said, why don't you go see what the members of EDA really say? Do they really need to be paid? Or if we pay them, do they donate it back, or do we just leave it the way it is? So it's kind of up for discussion of if the members wanna be paid, do we just keep doing what we're doing and not worry about it? Or do we pay, if we do pay them, we gotta send them amount, is it a penny? You know, or there's a whole lot of scenarios. But it was pretty much, the council said because it's written out, we had to at least bring it. So it's up to the EDA board, if they wanna just keep going the way we are and not worry about it, or.
We should probably table it until more
Yeah.
volunteers are here.
Here, okay.
Because Rich and I shouldn't speak for him, but meanwhile, we'll
I'm
group
thinking
and
$100 a meeting would be great.
We'll
Okay.
have a very lucrative deal.
Only those present at the meeting where you decided to pay.
Yeah, there you go. And back pay.
Oh, no, there was nothing about that.
Hey,
Oh,
back
oh,
pay.
gotta be retro, huh? Good.
I would think we all said yes to this on a volunteer, understanding, so
I think so, yeah, and I don't even remember.
probably doesn't need to change.
It's just a state statute that says, and that, the EDA is the only board too, that would.
Really.
I think we're the statute, let's see, well, Public Utilities Commission, but you don't have one. Public
Yeah.
Utilities Commissioners also.
But all the other ones are just, like you say, citizens volunteer, businesses volunteering to
Right.
look what's best for the community. So, we'll table it until next meeting,
Okay.
and
All
see
right.
if we have more
That's
members.
okay,
Okay. And then, did anybody have time to work on any, feedback on the enabling resolution, the policy and procedures manual? Okay, that's fine, because when we go on to CETA, I'll share with you that, the city council did agree to, hire a consultant who will, serve as a support staff for the EDA, and that could be one of the things that the support staff person, does for you or with you, is work on your, enabling resolution and your policy and procedures. So, so then I guess maybe going back to your budget, the EDA does have a budget for full-time employees, 34,000 of which would have been part of the, community development director position that supported the EDA as staff previously. So, we've gone to CETA, the CETA contract is just over 39,000, but by the time that is, adjusted for a May 2nd start date, so the consultant I'm hoping will be here at your next meeting, that will be their first day, will be your next meeting, so you can meet them, then we'll be well under the budgeted, what was already budgeted for staff, so, and then we can budget accordingly in the following years, if that works out. So, one thing about the CETA contract is that with 30 days notice, that can be canceled at any time, so.
And the nice thing about that, Teresa, is the budget, you know, the $40,000 that was budgeted for the compensation, that was their compensation. That didn't include the FICA, the para, all the
Right,
other stuff
right.
that we won't have with a contractor.
Right.
So.
Exactly,
We're
yep.
able to increase them all.
Yep, they provide all the benefits
Yeah.
to the employees, essentially. They're an employee of CEDA, contracted to us to provide services, so.
Yeah, and no, it's just 16 hours a week right now.
Yes, 2 days a
days.
week. And we'll.
And that takes out the work comp.
Mhm.
Yeah, it takes out all that.
Liability and all.
They carry their own liability.
You'll have a little bit because, part of the part of the city clerk position was previously.
I think there's like 5% of
Side of-
mine.
Yeah, is
or
included
2%
in there,
of
so.
yours is in the
Yeah,
budget too.
so a little bit of
So
it
there'll be a
will
little
hang in
bit.
there.
Yeah.
It won't all go away.
Yeah.
You probably get to pay a little bit of the administrator's salary too.
Very little, right?
Very little, very little.
Well, it depends how much we charge per meeting for it now.
It could be very little.
See, now you're getting it.
So, then also the, city attorney did have an opportunity to work out, an option to purchase for Mr. Mooseberger, who was interested in the 2 lots downtown. In further discussion with her, he's not really excited about, the EDA wanting a development agreement or including the reverter clause. But I don't think it's in the EDA's best interest to just sell those lots and then have them sit there. So, it could be that indeed we have no agreement with Mr. Mooseberger for purchase of the lots. And, one thing I'll remember to put our consultant on is getting signs up on the property we have for sale.
And I didn't see a dollar amount in this contract.
No, I think he had offered 11,000
Yeah.
for the 2 lots. Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't want them very bad then, does he?
No.
I mean, not for-
No, and,
He wants them
Not till the
free.
building falls down.
yeah, I mean, she had a very specific, conversation with him.
11.5.
It's like, we're not interested in having him buy the 2 lots just so he can put up stairs to get to the 2nd floor of his
And that's
current
what he wanted
building,
them
or,
for,
But if he
originally.
wants to build a building next to his current building that includes an internal staircase that serves them both, that would be fine, but we're not interested in.
Cause that was his initial, he come and wanted a variance to put stairs up
Oh,
to the
okay.
upper level, that's where this
Yeah.
all.
And we've seen what he's done so well with his roofing.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
It's only been 2 years.
Oh, has it only been 2? Oh my goodness, okay, so any other?
And we thought the pizza joint was a eyesore before. Going back. Anyway, sorry.
Southern Minnesota Initiative Foundation, or Fund, that is an organization that, again, you're budgeted to, support. I believe it's $1,000 a
Yeah.
year that goes to, SMIF, Southern Minnesota Initiative Foundation. They would be happy to send Tim Penny to talk to you about the work that they do, in this area, if you're interested in having him come and address you at a future meeting,
He'd come to council last year or the year before.
or the year before.
Must've been, yeah, he'd come in front of council just to say what they did, and
I think it was last year.
it might have been last year.
I think-
Oh, okay.
I'd be interested in either come to the EDA,
Yeah, or
or I'd
the
be
coun-
interested in meeting with them
Okay.
to, get more information on what they have available for new businesses coming into town.
Okay.
Because I'm talking to people at
Right.
this conference and other things, trying to,
Okay,
people might ask, what does your EDA have funds available for helping us get started? We can have a whole list, here's some options we have to help you, the
Okay.
EDA, the Southern Minnesota Initiative Foundation, here's our
Okay.
resources. I mean,
so
Yeah, that's,
I will reach out to him for the
Sometime
May
before
2nd
May
meeting. May 2nd
21st.
meeting,
Yeah,
is your next meeting,
okay.
I think, May 2nd?
Thank you.
Yeah. I
Yes,
think- Yeah, 2nd. And then, resources for small business recruitment or something.
Yeah.
yeah. Cause it looks like they did quite a few loans and grants, it's just, yeah. You can see they've done a few just in Castleton, a couple in Castleton, they've done Hayfield, West Concord, Claremont. We just got any other business?
Well, we have your EDA loan, loans here. Nothing indicates that it
What do we have for funds available?
past due. Oh, that's a very good question. We'll have that for your next
When
meeting.
my
Nope.
next
Yes,
the next
we'll
meeting
have
is
that
also
for your
like-
next meeting too.
I don't think there's a lot, well,
No, I just,
No.
it'd be
But
nice
it'd
to
be
know
nice
if
to know.
somebody says, hey, we'd love to come to town, but boy,
Right.
they need $100,000 in help, and
Yeah.
say, well, that's just not gonna happen.
I don't
Current
remember
fund
Whatever
balance.
that number is.
Right. Okay, current fund balance.
Is there any other
Okay.
access to get more funds?
That's a good question too. Where does the EDA, I mean, does the city allocate out of their general fund every year, set aside some money to say, hey, here's EDA funds, or is it specified in levy, or?
If you
it,
have a clue.
part of it was a revolving fund from the state. They give us so much money, and then we lend it out, and then we bring in the interest, and then we keep revolving it. So that's where the majority of it came from, we just keep trying to expand on that, but, and I don't know if we still get a cut every year, but I know initially we got a certain amount when they started, and,
Okay.
So it might have been a small cities development grant to
Yeah.
start with,
and then we just keep reusing it.
okay.
As we get paid back, we,
All goes back in, yeah.
everything goes right back into that same fund. I don't know if we get any other, and maybe CETA would know more of that too, with our new.
Well, we can certainly put them to work on what else might be available to add to that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so the
Yep.
original, like 305, 10,000, and then whatever outstanding balance is, so the difference we would have for sure, plus
Mhm.
whatever else would be in the fund, okay?
Yep.
And that rate that is in that thing here?
Oh, yes, that,
It said, not less than 3%?
maybe it's not more than 3%, cause that's what we ran into. David Drip
Yeah.
had gotten that handout, and he's like, yeah, the interest rate, with the interest rate currently at 3%.
What was that one at?
It's under revolving loan funds in that policy guide. Maybe just like 4, 5 pages into the policy guide, where it says commercial incentive improvement revolving loan fund, the maximum loan under this program.
50,000.
This says 10, right there.
There's one
Or
here
are you
that said
looking at another?
52.
Okay. So we have
The next
some-
one.
Okay.
The next one says, maximum loan amount.
Oh,
This is
50,000.
50,000 with interest rate not less than 3%
3%
below
below
the
the prime rate,
So
okay.
you can go prime rate.
So, but there's 2 references on two of the pages. So, okay. So those are things to clean up immediately.
It'd be good to touch on this at the next meeting too, to make sure that our policies are what they're gonna be
Okay,
as we're talking to people.
okay,
Yeah.
all right. Well, if you have an opportunity to read through them, maybe just shoot me an email with your notes, and then I can combine all the notes together and get something going. So right now, the, city council is using, 1.5%
Oh,
above the prime
prime.
rate
Yep.
For our
for assessments.
assessments, yeah.
Yeah. So that's a possibility if you want me to just have something to insert in here until you can re-adopt a policy manual. Are you
There's
comfortable?
something in that said something about subsidies too.
The subsidies in here?
Yeah.
Okay, I can check that.
Loan amount, and then
Okay,
subsidized somehow.
okay.
Did Drips ever get that approved to have cars up there? Or they'll let them put
Well,
cars
to
in?
have a, dealership. Yes.
No. Yeah, it has to be on the blacktop and designated spots, can't be on the.
Yeah, he had to show that he will be keeping them on his property,
Because
not
all the
out
grass
in the
is-
state right away,
All the grass up there is the state's,
or the counties.
whereas counties, yeah, it's all belongs to, not to that property. The edge of his property is the edge of the blacktop.
Blacktop? That's a big dealership.
Tom Cadillac was gonna go there, but
Drips came in
He already expanded?
Drips got it first.
they chose West Circle Drive. Okay, that's a.
Enough of that, right?
Gotta remember that, yeah. Buttons first. Could be watching us now.
I don't have anything else.
Anybody else have any other business? Make a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
No move.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
We're out of here.
I thought it was gonna be a longer.
So did I. I really did when I saw how much was on there.
Yeah.
When people don't show to talk about stuff.
There you go, say whatever you want to.
No, don't say that.
Keep forgetting
It's off
that.
now.
Don't say that, might say things we don't want them to.
Mr. Movie might have been weighing in on my roofing.